the NWC is being used by the FCT Minister Wike to destabilize the PDP. How do you react to that?
We have since refrained from, responding to such issues because they are just a figment of people's imagination. And speculations, no matter how well said, do not constitute the true position of things. And what we have learned over time is that since we have put in defense repeatedly, that it has nothing to do with the Nyesom Wike. We are looking at the whole of the party's interests, and leadership is provided in that regard. What anyone was expecting was for us to just wake up one day, or Umar Iliadam are going to say that he has suspended Nyesom Wike. Why will you suspend him and for what? And it's sad that every narrative that you hear there revolves around Nyesom Wike since 2023 election. It's been over 2 years now, and one person has been, the dramatist personnel that even the media itself has not been able to win itself from. Nyesom Wike is busy providing services for the FCT, and he has not at any time said he is no longer a member of the PDP. And to that extent, we consider him as such. He has attended the NEC. In that NEC, you had every other person in attendance. The members of the NWC, the NEC itself, and the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and the former Vice President Nama Desambo. Every critical stakeholder in the PDP was at NEC. Nyesom Wike came and nobody could say a word at that time. So if it was cowardice, or cowardly done, why is anyone now coming to blame Umar Iliadam for not doing their bidding? We cannot narrow the party into an assembly of desperate people who will now begin to clip its own wing, doing itself any damage. Who has been able to provide leadership for this party since election in 2023? There's nobody that has come to say he's a rallying point for us to keep behind. And then if Nyesom Wike is identifying with the party in the manner he is doing, I don't see why anybody should be tying us to him. What we are saying is that come and provide justification for Nyesom Wike not to be allowed to continue as a party member. That's just our position. In any case, we have two committees in place, only recently constituted. All the allegations that have leveled against people, associating with anti-party, they will face this committee. It's headed by no less a person, but elder statesman Chief Tom Ikimi. All of those things that they think the NWC has failed to do as a body, these committees are in the position to ensure them or to effect them accordingly.
All right.
Them in the fullness of time.
Okay, thank you so very much.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. That was Abdullahi Ibrahim Manga, the new acting National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, who replaced the suspended Dabo Ologun Naba, who was suspended by the Ambassador Iliadamagun-led NWC of the People's Democratic Party. He was talking about the allegation that Nyesom Wike is the problem of the party and that he deserves to be suspended. He ought not to be allowed to be a member of the party. And you can see that he offered spirited defense for Nyesom Wike and his relationship with Damagun-led NWC. And Abdullahi Ibrahim Manga, speaking for Damagun, you can see that he challenged Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and others and literally accused them of cowardice, because he said that there had been a series of meetings that was held by the National Executive Committee of the party in which Nyesom Wike attended. And he said that, why didn't they say anything in those meetings? Why didn't they challenge, say anything? Is it cowardice or what? That's literally what he was talking about, asking. Why didn't they ask? Why didn't Atiku Abubakar say there was a NEC meeting where Vice President Atiku Abubakar was there? Where former Vice President also, Nama Desambo, was there. and all other major stakeholders in PDP. Nyesom Wike arrived, and nobody said a thing to his face. So why are they blaming Damago? That he is the one that has failed to rein in Nyesom Wike. And you can see that he even challenged them to bring proof that Nyesom Wike committed anti-party activity, or bring proof why Nyesom Wike should not be allowed to continue to be a member of the party. That is PDP National Working Committee under Damago say, bring proof. It means they don't, as far as they are concerned, they don't see any reason why Nyesom Wike should be disciplined or should be sanctioned for anti-party activities. Now, the challenge he's posing is to those who want Nyesom Wike to be suspended from the party. And he was literally saying that, why should everybody be blaming Nyesom Wike? That people have been talking about Nyesom Wike for the past 2 years, since after the election. And he's also blaming the media for keying in to the narrative that Nyesom Wike was the architect of the problem of the party. So that is the issue. Why didn't Atiku Abubakar, Namadi Sambo, and others challenge Nyesom Wike, a supposed PDP member who is serving in the APC government, attending their NEC meeting, obviously getting the secrets of the PDP, which he can share with the presidency? Because don't forget, Nyesom Wike has severally said that 2027 still belongs to Southern Nigeria, and that it still belongs to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, there were videos of a reception that was being held shortly after he was appointed minister, where he was insisting that he wished that the elections 2027 election are now, so that they will show their support for the presidential candidate of the APC in the last election, so that they show him more support in 2027. Now, if that is not anti-party activity for a party like PDP that is hoping to dislodge the APC, I don't know what is anti-party activity. Besides that, Nyesom Wike had at the outset, when he lost according to Dele Momodu, when he lost the bid to be vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar, he made it clear that he's working for Southern president. And he now backed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he didn't hide it. The only thing they hid was whether they will support Peter Obi of the Labour Party, or whether they will support Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC at that time. You know, people were kept guessing on where the G5 PDP governors, where they stand and all that. But of course, they were able to cut out a deal with Tinubu of the APC, and they supported him. So that is a classic case of anti-party activity. In the open space, it was not hidden. But Damagun is saying they didn't see all those things. And that they are expecting people like Atiku Abubakar and others to provide proof that Nyesom Wike committed anti-party activity. So you can see how the whole thing has degenerated to the level that even the NWC was praising Nyesom Wike. PDP NWC was praising Nyesom Wike, saying that Nyesom Wike has been busy providing services in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. And that they have seen no reason, and that he has not said that he's not a member of the PDP. So if you continue to be a member of a party, you have not said you are not a member of a party, but you are in that party and undermining the party. Look at what happened in Edo election. Governor Obaseki accused Nyesom Wike of alleged interference through his cousin, who was the INEC resident electoral commissioner for the state, and called for that cousin of Nyesom Wike to be changed before the election. Of course, INEC refused to change him. But you can see the celebratory mood of Nyesom Wike when PDP, his own party, lost in Edo. He was excited. He was mocking the PDP governors. He was mocking the PDP, his own party. Lost Edo. And he was happy about it. He was excited about it. Is that sign of somebody who is still a member of the PDP with his full chest? But the new acting public secretary raised an important question. Why should Atiku Abubakar, Namadi Sambo, all of them be in a meeting? Nyesom Wike came in. Atiku Abubakar, as a foundation member of the party, he was in this party, in this PDP, before Nyesom Wike. He was in this party with people like Dr. Alex Ekweme, even before Obasanjo came out from prison. Yet, he couldn't challenge Nyesom Wike. He said, no, you can't sit in this meeting. Already you are working with the APC, and you have also made it clear that in 2027 you are working for APC. Now, if you have made that clear, what is the essence of you attending a next meeting of PDP? Is it for what purpose? Because it means that the interest of the party is not your interest. Because the interest of the party is to grab power in 2027. But you are against PDP getting power in 2027. Yet, Atiku Abubakar did not say anything. That's what Damagun is challenging him and others. Now they are laying all the blames on him that he didn't rein in Nyesom Wike, when they had the opportunity to say something at the neck, that they didn't say it. So the new acting public secretary, speaking on behalf of Damagun-led National Working Committee, he embarrassed them, embarrassed Atiku Abubakar. Because Atiku Abubakar was the person that ought to say something. He ought to show leadership. He said that Nyesom Wike attended the NEC, National Executive Committee meeting. And in that NEC, you had everyone present, every person in attendance, including members of the National Working Committee, the NEC itself, and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and former Vice President Namadi Sambo. Every critical stakeholder in PDP was at NEC. And Nyesom Wike came and took part. Nobody could say a word at that time. So nobody could say a word at that time. If it was cowardice or it was cowardly done, why is anyone now coming to blame Ilia Damagun? That's an interesting question to ask. If Damagun was not doing his job, which of course we agree that as national leader, as the chairman of a political party, his party ought to be his utmost concern. But even if he failed to do that, Atiku Abubakar and co on during the next meeting ought to rise up to the occasion to challenge the presence of Nyesom Wike in that meeting. But also the spokesperson, Manga, made an important revelation in that interview. If you listen carefully, you hear when he said that since election of 2023, he said, who has been able to provide leadership for this party since 2023? He said, who has been, he said, after the elections, like PDP secretariat was deserted, nobody was interested. Atiku Abubakar and others, having lost the election, the waka, as they say in local balance. And he said that there has been no one that has come to say that he is a rallying point for us to queue behind. Mark out that word. There was no one that came around for us to be the rallying point for us to queue around. And he said, and if Nyesom Wike is identifying with the party, you got that? He said, and if Nyesom Wike is identified, so when no one was around to take care of the secretariat after the election, if Nyesom Wike is identifying with the party in the manner he is doing, that's his words. If Nyesom Wike is identifying with the party in the manner he is doing, I don't see why anybody should be tying us to him. In other words, there was no one to rally around after the election. Nyesom Wike came up and was identifying with the party. It is now left for you to unravel the kind of identification he was identifying with the party. You can now know why the NWC of Damagun is perceived by many as Nyesom Wike's NWC. But the fact of the matter remains from this revelation that Nyesom Wike is the man at the center of whatever is happening to PDP right now. And they have also challenged, the Damagun-led NWC has challenged those who want Nyesom Wike to be kicked out of the party to provide proof why they should do that. Indeed, the Chinese said that we are living in an interesting time. I think that's what we are living now in Nigerian politics. So we're going to see how it's going to unravel at the end of the day, because Nyesom Wike and his group in the PDP NWC are in charge. They are not ready to shift ground. The other faction are also making effort to be recognized. But as far as I can see, the Nyesom Wike camp is in charge of the secretariat. And I don't see how they will relinquish that secretariat to any faction. But the challenge is on Atiku Abubakar and co. Why did they keep mute when he attended NEC if they had sufficient proof that he ought not to be in that meeting because of anti-party activity? Why did they allow him to attend that meeting, even if he's a federal minister? that meeting was a PDP meeting. It was not a federal government of Nigeria meeting. Why did they keep quiet? Why didn't they rise to the occasion and tell him to walk out? At least it would have made a lot of sense if Atiku Abubakar had led that charge, but he failed for whatever reason. I don't know what you think about this. What do you think about the Damagun-led NWC literally accusing Atiku and Co of cowardice and challenging them to bring proof that Nyesom Wike committed anti-party activity or whatever for him to be deserved to be sacked from the party? They say they have no proof. If you have proof, Atiku Abubakar and Co, bring it. What do you think about this? Whatever is your position, let us hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.